chapter 3. Now, this is the judgment on Jerusalem and Judah. See now, Lord, the Almighty Lord is about to take from Jerusalem and Judah both supply and support, all supplies of food and all supplies of water, the hero and the warrior, the judge and the prophet, the diviner and the elder, the captain of 50 and the man of rank, the counselor, the skilled craftsman, and clever enchanter. I will make mere youths their officials, children will rule over them. People will oppress each other, man against man, neighbor against neighbor. The young will rise up against the old, the nobody against the honored. And this is where I had stopped earlier, and specifically I had stopped here. Verse 6, a man will seize one of his brothers in his father's house and say, you have a cloak, you be our leader, take charge of this heap of ruins. But in the day he will cry out, I have no remedy, I have no food or clothing in my house. Do not make me the leader of the people. Now, no, break that down just slowly, right? From the meaning of the context. Now, as the nations was facing ruin, they were in need for leadership. They became what? Direly and desperate, right? They became desperate at the time. So they were looking to appoint anyone. If you had a nice cloak on or a jacket, they say, you be our leader, you be our leader. When you are in times of being desperate, what do people do? Think about that. What do people do? They get on survival mode, right? But they miss the most important part, which is to have faith in God and hi, Mama. Always keep faith in God and don't put faith in mere men or humans, just in general. Now, listen, this is what happens when you turn away from the Lord. Obviously, God is always going to bring judgment. You know, they were having idolatry. They were doing things that they should have not been doing, and our Lord was very, very upset. So he didn't have a choice, right? But how I look at that, even though this is from the Old Testament, is so funny because, you know, I feel like history always repeats itself in time, and you can take lessons from the Bible and you can literally put it into the times of how we're living now. Look at the world, right? Instead of people actually just get a Bible. You don't have to know everything. It takes time. Get a Bible and actually get a relationship. They are into divination. They are doing sorcery. They are doing spells and witchcraft. They have idols. They're doing things that they should not be doing. When no matter what, rather if it's good or bad, we should always be obedient and keep our faith in the Lord, because in the end, that's the only way that we're going to have protection.